Well, with 3 semi-finals, I'm sure you're very familiar with the format now. First 2 home automatically qualify for the final. 2 fastest non-automatic qualifiers from these heats. Now there's the season's best, Alessia Sucho, one of the fastest women, but had a very poor heat run. Looking perhaps at Montalban, who we saw in the core room a little bit earlier. Looked good in her heats. Won in 13.21. On the outside, Pia Matsalo of Estonia. Just broken 14 seconds. 13.84. Esther Schalmatt of Sweden. She'll occupy lane 2. Amelis Panache, the German third-string runner, but she's here, the 17-year-old. Now, the Torino woman, Alessia Sucho, a 13.20 performer at her best, but that came back in May. Mila Harkonen has won a myriad of Finnish under-20 titles over the barriers, both over 100 metres, 400. Laura Montalban, French national under-20 champion. Linda Fatou-Wade, done well to be here. 13.62 performer at best, and Kila, Anneli Kila of Poland on the outside. So Heikkinen and Montalban were good heat winners. Sucho had a very poor heat, but has the credentials from performances earlier this summer. From the inside, Matsalo, Estonia, Sahlqvist, Sweden, Panache, Germany, Sucho, Italy, Heikkinen, Finland, Montalban of France, Wade of Switzerland, and Kila on the outside from Poland. Well, Montalban not quite the quickest away. Sucho much better start than her heat. Oh, Montalban is all over the place. She's hit hurdles, but it's Sucho running away from it, from Heikkinen on her inside. It's going to be Italy and Finland. But Montalban, who had such a good heat win and one of the leading contenders, all over the place from about the 4th hurdle. So Sucho gets it right in the semis. Heikkinen gets through as well. Oh, and Montalban in tears. What a shame for the Frenchwoman.
How often do we see such dramatic moments in the sprint hurdles? Heartache for Montalban, national champion, National University's bronze. She's brilliant at her best, but it all unravelled. Sucho ran magnificently there, and so too did Heikkinen. So 3rd from the left, Montalban, fine on the 1st hurdle, fine on the 2nd. And the 3rd, hit the 4th, and it was game over. Such are the tiny margins between success and failure. Your memory only has to go to Gail Devers, double Olympic champion over the 100 flat, never won the 100 hurdles. But Sucho, much better than we saw from her in the heats.
Yes, Wade from Switzerland came through out in lane 7. And Wade very close to her personal best with 13.89. I'm not sure that's going to be good enough to see her through. It's fairly modest time now. 2nd attempt at 2.27. And he's reset things by that clearance. This is the 2nd attempt. No, I don't think it's there. I think he put everything into it at 2.25, and it was a stunning performance.
Well, just having another chance to look at Montalban. Here's where it goes wrong. Just hit that barrier and didn't have enough time to recover. A really, really harsh lesson for her to learn. Sucho, really compact, excellent run. She's only 0.16 of a second outside her lifetime best. And bear in mind, she just ran that into a minus 1.2 metre headwind. That was an excellent semi-final performance.
Bear in mind, she's just 16 years of age as well. So there we have it. Sucho, Italy, 13.36. 2/10 back. Heikkinen of Finland making another final. And Wade, 13.89. She'll have to wait and see whether she gets through as the fastest non-automatic qualifier.
Well, speaking of outstanding performances, what about that 13-10 from Laura Fliklova, the Slovakian who goes in lane 3 here in the second semi-final? She was the darling of a nation last year when the Slovakians hosted us for the European Under-18s. Eva Deliverska, national indoor champion twice, so she usually gets out the blocks very well. 13:56 mid-July. Samita Schatz, national champion from Germany. 13:33 at her best. She's definitely got aspirations to qualify. Now, Laura Fliklova, European Under-18 champion. Massive national Under-20 record with 13:10. Joint 22nd on the European all-time list. Zuzanna Zakacz of Poland, national championship silver. Pavlovic, the French woman who ran 13:44 in Saint-Etienne at the end of June. Now Mia Wild, world Under-20 silver last year. She reached the semis of the World Indoor Champs in Nanjing earlier this year. I was there. It was an amazing performance to get that far. Klara Zobznikova of Czechia, 13:58 this year. And Zemliakina of Ukraine on the outside, 13:68. Tasuko of Italy ran really well, 13:36 into a minus 1.2 metre headwind in the first of the semi-finals. Montauban, one of the favourites for the title, crashing out. The non-automatic times, by the way. Wade of Switzerland with 13:82 and Panache of Germany with 13:92. I'm not sure that'll be quick enough. All eyes here on Laura Fliklova. Absolutely outstanding last year in Slovakia and here in the heats. 13:10. Could she go even quicker? Watch for Wild, third from the outside. There she is, the Croatian World Under-20 medalist. Fliklova and Wild, the two favourites to qualify for the final. But Montauban was the favourite in the first and failed to finish. Fliklova, third from the right-hand side, was absolutely outstanding yesterday, and she's made a really good start. She and Wild are clear of the rest. Zakacz of Poland running really well. Fliklova leading. Fliklova and Mia Wild, not quite the same fireworks as the heats. 13:35, but it was into that headwind. Zakacz of Poland came into the mix, and at one stage I thought she was going to get on level terms with Fliklova. She'll certainly be there or thereabouts for a non-automatic spot, and she is. 35 for Fliklova, 39 for Wild. Zakacz and Schatz now occupy the non-automatic performances. It was good from Fliklova, but it wasn't outstanding like the heat.
No, I think you're absolutely right. So just bear in mind that they were into quite a stiff breeze. Zakacz challenging Fliklova over the first few hurdles before Wild on the outside coming through very strongly. Wild clattering a couple of the hurdles but managing to maintain her form. Fliklova looked as though she wasn't quite as quick between the barriers. It just wasn't quite as snappy and as sparkling as we saw in the heats. But nevertheless, I'm sure she can bounce back from that. And it's still consistent. I mean, we're criticising Fliklova and she's still come home winning a semi-final in 13:35.
I wasn't criticising her, I'm just saying she wasn't quite as magnificent in the semis as she was in the heats.
Yeah,
I don't think that counts as criticism.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rob.
Third from the right-hand side, running well. And Zakacz, excellent challenge from her. Second from the right-hand side, and maybe that did add just a tinge of tension or so into the Slovakian shoulders. She takes it 13:35. Zakacz and Schatz, 51 and 58, might well be good enough for the non-automatic spots. Fliklova and Wild, the two outstanding performers in the second semi-final, make it into the big showdown. Oh, we've had two excellent winners in the first two hurdle semi-finals. One more still to come.
Yes, all the favourites through with the exception of, in the first heat, the Frenchwoman Laura Montauban so far, but we've got two very good performers here. First of all, though, on the inside lane, we have European under-18 silver medalist from last summer, Sofia Rojak. Oda Azul Hansen, never a champion over the hurdles, but other European under-20 medals in Norway. Hanna Segne of Slovenia, reigning Slovenian under-20 champion. Melissa Benfata, well, we only saw her very quickly there, but Benfata was very impressive in the heat. So too was this woman, Jill Sanchez, who leads the European rankings. She's got the blue bib, ran 13.01 in Luxembourg a couple of weeks ago. Lisa Ekveld hails from Gothenburg, 13.45 performer. Sandy Sakya took the silver in the German under-20 championships, now on the continental stage, the 13.67 performer, and on the outside, Isabella Sofia Rossetti, reigning Cypriot 100 metres hurdles under-20 champion. So, from the inside, Rojak, Poland, Asdal Hansen, Norway, Sekna, Slovenia, Benfata, France, Sanchez, Switzerland, Erkfeldt, Sweden, Sakya, Germany, and Nossetti of Cyprus. Lanes 5 and 4 are the women who are the quickest in this heat. And Benfata has a good start, so too Sanchez, and it's the leading pair that are now starting to edge away from Segner on the inside in lane 3. It's Sanchez leading Benfata at this stage. Sanchez now having a blistering run, 13.20, by far and away the quickest semi-final we've seen. Sanchez really showed why she's leading the European under-20 hurdlers. Benfata not quite as crisp as her heat run when she equalled her personal best of 13.17, but still gets through to the final later on today. Now, Sekna, she edges into the final as the fastest non-automatic qualifier, and she edges out Schwarz of Germany. Ekfeldt won't make it.
Good run that by the Slovenian, because she put Benfata under a little bit of pressure, but Sanchez pulled away magnificently. The one thing we should bear in mind, it was the lightest headwind of the 3 semi-finals, but it was the most impressive performance. I'm just saying, when Suko won the first, it was into a minus 1.2, but Sanchez fully justified that favourite tag, and she's into the final with 13.2.
Yes, Sanchez racing much, much better than she did in her heats. Really exerting authority over Melissa Benfata, who had a magnificent heat win, 13.20 to 13.33. And as we can see there, that's the full rundown. Confirmation of the 2 non-automatic qualifiers. Zacek from the second semi-final, Sekna from the third. The list led by Jill Sanchez, 13.20. She's a 13.01 woman. Can she raise her game, equal her personal best, and equal that championship record?
Hey, I'm Elizabeth Fitzgerald, and you need to go and sign up to European Athletics U20.